Love my kids, love my wife, I love all you.
Y'all wild in these comments. I don't know nothing about no boyfriend. Maybe y'all tell me. I have no idea. You know, I don't know nothing.
The internet is on fire right now because rumors are swirling that Tia Mowry might have some quiet beef with Gabrielle Union. And if true, this could blow up quick. Word on the street is that Tia allegedly feels Gabrielle played a shady role in the breakdown of her marriage to Corey Hardrict. Crazy part? Not long ago, Tia was all over social media flaunting her new single life, glowing, smiling, and claiming she had zero regrets about leaving the marriage. So what happened? Why is Gabrielle suddenly catching heat? Fans are piecing together the puzzle, connecting dots Tia herself hasn't even spoken on yet, and the theories are getting wild. Here's where things get spicy. When Gabrielle caught wind of Tia's split, insiders say she wasted no time stepping in to comfort her. Gabrielle knows how ugly divorce can get, especially when every blog and gossip site is dragging your name nonstop. Soon, the two ladies were thick as thieves, girls' trips, late-night outings.
That did not happen. Baby beautiful, 2222, that did not happen. I don't like a dress and stuff, but that didn't happen.
Non-stop good vibes. But the twist, Corey was out here putting his heart on display, literally begging for another chance. He made it crystal clear he didn't want that divorce. Corey even hopped on Instagram Live just weeks after Tia dropped the bomb about their split, looking heartbroken but still hopeful. He flat out admitted he still loves her and wants his family back. But then came the whispers, the ones claiming Tia might already be seeing someone new. That's when Corey's energy started shifting. On one of his lives, he looked tight-faced, frustrated, clearly battling emotions. He didn't drop Tia's name or address the chatter directly, but his whole vibe told the story loud and clear. Corey wasn't just talking. He started dropping cryptic lines about how some people move on way too quick and how loyalty clearly doesn't mean the same to everybody anymore. Fans immediately took it as shade. But here's the kicker. Around that exact time, rumors exploded that Corey had been unfaithful, and that was the real reason Tia pulled the plug. Corey wasted no time firing back on Live, swearing up and down that he never stepped out. He got heated, practically begging folks to stop painting him like the villain. According to him, the split was already painful enough without messy lies making it worse. Corey wanted his truth front and center, making sure his side wasn't drowned out in the chaos. But one thing was crystal clear. This man wanted his wife back, and he wasn't afraid to show the world just how broken he was. In fact, he even admitted during an interview that he was completely crushed when Tia filed for divorce instead of fighting for their marriage. Meanwhile, Tia...
Because, you know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that.
Yeah.
Nobody see that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Corey Hardrict know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Yes.
I'm really stronger. And that by the grace of God, it's like, I'm here and I'm still going.
Stood firm, reminding everyone that she's a grown woman with the right to move forward if that's what she chooses, and she wasn't about to second guess herself. But that's when the story really flipped. Corey's energy shifted, and suddenly things got way messier. Instead of keeping it respectful, he started stirring the pot and making this divorce look like a battlefield. The moment he went after Tia's money, the public hit him with major side-eye. While Tia kept her cool, Corey looked like he was doing everything possible to drag the split through the mud. When he officially clapped back at her divorce filing, he demanded alimony and even asked the courts to dig into their prenup. The legal docs showed Corey's team questioning the validity of their prenuptial agreement from way back in April 2008, and that move had everybody talking. Corey's legal team tried to flip the script, claiming parts of the prenup might have been unfair. Translation? They argued the paperwork was signed way too close to the wedding, hinting that Corey had been pressured into it. But that's when the whispers kicked up because fans were convinced this wasn't really about money at all. The talk in the streets was that Corey was dragging out the process as a sneak.
Kinda.
Just announced that she's gonna be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever she wants, the Mowrys have her back. Now she just kind of just wants to just kind of just process it all, take it all in, and, be a little private about that.
Yeah.
And, as a sister,
Yeah.
I'm just going to respect that.
Stall tactic. Maybe if he bought enough time, Tia would cool down and reconsider their marriage. But Tia, she wasn't budging one bit. She went straight into attack mode, filing motions to lock down everything that was rightfully hers from the marriage. And when I say everything, I don't just mean the flashy stuff, like the house, the cars, or stacks of cash. Oh no, Tia came for it all. She wasn't about to get played in court, in public, or by Corey. Sis went full-on savage mode, snatching up every detail she could. Airline miles, hers. Credit card rewards, hers. Even the points tied to her businesses were on the list. Nothing was safe, nothing was off limits. Tia's message came through loud and clear. Don't test me. That's when Corey realized he was way out of his depth. He quickly backed off before things spiraled even uglier. Instead of pushing the fight, he stepped aside and let the divorce move forward without tossing more fuel on the fire. Soon after, it was finalized, and the two officially split for good. But here's the twist. The chatter didn't stop. The streets started buzzing with a new theory. Maybe, just maybe, Tia was quietly second-guessing if walking away had really been the right move. Why the whispers about regret? Well, Tia's been brutally honest about how rough it is stepping back into the dating world, and let's be real, dating in the spotlight is already a circus. Now throw in being a single mom with a heavy career and the chaos doubles. Tia quickly found out the game had changed big time since she was last out there. She had the internet cracking up when she hopped on TikTok, joking about her own dating struggles. Everything from awkward first dates to bizarre DMs to the wild world of modern romance. After 14 years off the market, Tia was showing firsthand how messy love life really gets. Fans, of course, ran straight to speculation mode. Was she dropping hints about taking Corey back? Tia wasted no time shutting that theory down. She told everyone straight up that just because dating is complicated doesn't mean she's running back to something that didn't serve her anymore. To drive the point home, she even used an acting analogy, saying that would be like giving up on your dreams just because you didn't land the first audition. But the shade didn't stop there. Tia had the internet spiraling when she posted a selfie with the caption, "What one man won't do, another man will." Messy, right? That single line had people whispering she might be playing both sides, and then, boom! She spotted rocking her wedding ring again. Suddenly, rumors of a reconciliation exploded all over the blogs. Still, nothing concrete ever came from it, and eventually, the chatter cooled down. But fans weren't letting her off the hook that easy. What really has people side-eyeing is how Tia constantly tries to show she's thriving as a single mom. Some say she goes a little too hard, dropping long captions about happiness and independence, almost like she's trying to convince herself just as much as the public. One post really set the internet ablaze. Tia shared a cozy holiday family photo with her kids, writing a long, heartfelt caption that read, "Happy holidays from my family to yours." Sweet on the surface? Sure. But critics were quick to call it out, saying it felt like she was trying to cover up a void she swears doesn't exist. Tia tried to spin it positive, talking about the ups and downs of co-parenting during the holidays. She admitted it can feel lonely sometimes while adjusting to a new family setup, but she also said she's been finding beauty in the process. For her, it's not just about the kids bonding with both parents, it's also about creating space for her own healing and self-discovery. She reminded fans that just because her family looks different now, it doesn't make it any less. Her main focus? Keeping traditions alive so her kids still feel that strong sense of family. But here's the twist that had everyone side-eyeing. Tia actually spent Christmas with Corey and the kids, so when she was posting about the struggles of being a single mom during the holidays, fans were like, "Wait a minute, you weren't alone?" That's when whispers started. Was she pushing the single mom struggle narrative as a slick way to pull Corey back in without actually saying it out loud? And this is where Gabrielle Union's name pops up again. Remember, Gabrielle was Tia's shoulder to lean on during the split, offering advice and support. But now, the two haven't been spotted hanging out ever since Tia started publicly venting about how rough dating is. The streets are convinced Tia might have cut Gabrielle off completely, with speculation that Gabrielle was in her ear back then, encouraging her to follow through with the divorce. If that's true, it could explain why Tia's moving different these days. And fans didn't miss another key detail. Tia's twin sister, Tamara, hasn't exactly looked thrilled about the divorce either. The family vibes are off, and people can't stop talking about it. Sure, Tamara smiled for the cameras and clapped for her sister in public, but behind closed doors, the vibes were totally different. Insiders claim that while Tamara wanted to respect Tia's choice, deep down she never fully supported her walking away from Corey. That quiet tension only poured more fuel on an already messy situation. And then we get to Gabrielle Union. At first, she looked like the one true friend standing strong for Tia, the shoulder to cry on, the hype woman reminding her she deserved better when the world was tearing her apart. But now, that whole narrative has flipped upside down. Fans are convinced Tia is secretly blaming Gabrielle for gassing her up to go through with the divorce in the first place. The whispers are non-stop. Some people swear that's the real reason we don't see them hanging together anymore, that the friendship flat out crashed. And if that's true, we're not just talking about a little distance. This would be a full-on Hollywood fallout. The online chatter is split into camps. One side says Tia regrets pulling the plug on her marriage and is now projecting all that regret onto Gabrielle, while the other side argues Gabrielle was just giving her girl honest advice and Tia made her own call. Either way, the tension feels real, and people are already picking sides between the ex-besties. So here's the million-dollar question. Did Gabrielle really play a role in the breakup? Or is Tia rewriting the whole story now that single life isn't turning out to be the dream she thought it was? Whatever the truth is, one thing's certain. This drama has the fans locked in, and the friendship between these two may never bounce back. What do you think? Did Gabrielle cross a line? Or is Tia just searching for someone to blame? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one.